right, I'm going back to Arijit Singh. What's up, guys? GeorgeTheCloud here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. So, months ago, I reacted to a song by Arijit and Martin Garrix, Angels for Each Other. And I think that was my favorite, or one of my favorite songs from that year. It was very special, and it was my introduction to this singer. You know, a lot of people commented as like, oh no, he's huge. He's, I think, the biggest artist on Spotify and, you know, social media and stuff like that. So I've been wanting to go back and react to some of his other songs, and I just went on his channel and clicked on this one. So you guys can let me know in the comments if you want me to check something else. I am here for it. So this is Rihaa, and I like how there's information here. Rihaa is a prayer for the liberation from ignorance. In this sensory reality, a projection of self in a limited manner stop us from realizing that we are complete within. It is a prayer which is sung on behalf of all human beings. May we be aware that we are the master of our body and mind. May we be conscious enough to use our own body and mind to do our jobs towards the well-being of the world and all life forces. May we be in search of the real self, which is free from all misery. May we fall in love with everything or the absolute, the higher self. It is a song to pray to the absolute, so we travel from the darkest ignorance to the light of truth and be complete. May we liberate. Wow, this was way deeper than I had anticipated. This is crazy. All right. Well, now I have to hear the song, of course. Thank you guys for watching. If you would like to support my music journey, check out my Patreon. Grab some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on, and let's go to Gmail, I guess. Stop motion animation.
Yeah. Come on. Bring it on. There we go. मन मन चला ये ना रुका कुछ दिखा नया मन चला वहाँ ओ कैदी हूँ मैं मन बेड़ियाँ खोलता नहीं छोड़ता नहीं ओ हंसा सा चेहरा हूँ या गम में गहरा हूँ क्या चाहिए बोलो एक पल में लम्हा हूँ एक पल में तन्हा हूँ क्या चाहिए बोलो मुझे अपना ले तेरी रूह में मुझको मिला कर दे तू रिहा ओ अंधेरा हूँ मिल करके कर दे तू सुबह कर दे तू रिहा ओ क्या चाहिए बोलो खुद को सिखाता हूँ खुद भूल जाता हूँ क्या चाहिए बोलो मुझे अपना ले तेरी रूह में मुझको मिला कर दे तू रिहा के भाई ना बोले गुनगुनिয়েছি চুপ আঁধারে ধড় পড়িয়েছি পাগার পার হয়ে নিঃশ্বাস প্রশ্বাস তোকে ছোঁয়ার হলে হবে যদি তুই চাস উড়ান জান দিয়ে তুই আমি উড়ে যাই উড়ান জান নিয়ে উদাও হারিয়ে যাই জান টানে তোর অন্তর ঝুমে যায় জান টান দিয়ে যাই উদার প্রাণে তোর রূপে হারিয়ে যায় উদার প্রাণে তোর কল্পনা সাজাই প্রাণে তোর সঙ্গে গাইতে চাই আমার গান
This whole video. Up in the clouds. This is the type of music that reaches your heart, your soul, and even your psychology. I really did feel like this was motivational. A song about liberation, like it says. First things first, we hit the like. I am subscribed, and I'll have a link of the original video down in the description below. I didn't even want to pause the video because I was so focused on like the visuals here. Stop motion animation with different materials. Very cool. I always enjoy this type of music video because it takes a lot of work. It is not very often that people make these, and therefore it just gives it a whole different identity. It's very original, and I like the world that they have created. I'm thinking about the people that had to make all the different crafts. As a child, I used to make a lot of things in clay, right? Figures. I loved clay, and then I got into drawing, into painting, and went to art school, right? But yeah, this is just very nice to look at the different textures and how they blended it with like special effects. Then they went like digital, how he's in the clouds right here, and he's meeting with like this goddess that is helping him, you know, set himself free from the struggle, from the feelings of depression and uncertainty. And I really do feel identified with this song because I go through this all the time. I mean, if we're being real, and I'm always real with my reactions. It happens to me as well, even now. not like years ago, like today, where I listen to so much music and it gives me different vibes, different moods. And then I finish recording, publish the videos, all that. And then I start thinking about the music, maybe a little bit deeper. And then I start thinking about my life. And I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing here? And that, just thinking about it, creates this sort of, how do I put, not necessarily like dark thoughts, not depression, but maybe pressure, because the expectations are high. And it's like, okay, what are you going to do a year from now, 5 years from now? And then I start to get all these questions, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I don't know what's going to happen. And so that becomes like a burden to think about it. And I struggle with it. So this song is making me feel like, I'm not the only one, of course, and that there's things you can do to try to ease that discomfort and feel more calm, right? Not just physically, because of course I can rest my body, I can sleep, I can take naps, physically okay, but like my mind just keeps thinking, just keeps asking questions, and that is the most difficult part. So I felt the song, and I like how they really touched upon so many different feelings that we get as people, right? Especially when you're growing up. I feel like after your 20s, now your 30s, and you're getting into that age of like, okay, now, what is really, what are you about? His vocals, Arijit, very, very special, sweet, beautiful voice, I would say. The way he does those vocalizations, like, I mean, I'm not gonna do it, but you get it. You have seen it in the videos, like, I can kind of hum to the music. It's just, it's really nice hearing that, even though I don't understand the language, right? This is in Hindu, I think. I have the captions, I was reading them. But that's the thing, music is universal, right? You don't have to be from India to appreciate this. You don't have to understand the language, anything. You just have to listen to the music and open your ears, your heart, and your mind. Thank you guys for watching. If you have more suggestions, please comment. There will be a playlist right here. Till the next.